Hello everyone, it's Christine here and I am popping on to share a little haul that I got, just a single bag from the Reverse Art Truck today. So the Reverse Art Truck picks up goodies from around Melbourne, from industry and other places, things that would otherwise end up in landfill, but which artists and schools and others who create with repurposed items can come and get a bag. So today's bag, which you're going to be seeing, was $10, which is just amazing. So they have lots of lovely fabrics. This is a fabric originally from Italy, so fabric samples, but they're quite sizable, as you can see with this one. It's a very decent size. You've got the larger piece of fabric underneath, and then you've got a whole range of different colorway samples across the top. So even the fact that even all the samples kind of coordinate with each other and that they're the same pattern but different colours, you could be stitching those together as a nice little patchwork. I'm particularly enjoying these woven pieces because I can actually break them down into their fibres and use those in my texture pieces. And you can also use it to wrap things to make like moss covered sort of rocks. So I particularly today wanted to stock up on some of these. At the end of this video I'll have a bit of footage of me walking in the beautiful Misty Park where the Reverse Art Truck is located with Travis the dog, and seeing some beautiful birds in the trees there. So stay tuned for that at the end if you want, or if you're not interested in seeing where the locality here, you can move on to the next video. So another lovely woven one, just beautiful colours in that, and it's just amazing when you take it apart. You can just get wonderful fibres, either to make ort balls or, as I say, to add into my texture pieces, but also to use this in my texture pieces as well. It's going to be fabulous. Other samples. This one is a quilted type fabric, which is great again to kind of use as a bit of a base. They usually have these little pins in them, so I might just put that pin separate so that I don't pincer myself. And then there's usually some little staples and things in the samples up the top here, so I will be taking them off their cards. But this will be really great, and I was thinking even this side again could be useful for making some of the objects in my texture pieces. And this one's more like one of those sort of parka fabrics, parka or puffer jacket sort of ones, but again could be interesting to play with for my texture, or to stitch into it. Again, I could do something within the squares. Lots of possibilities. Also got some knitted sample pieces. One's got a little staple. Let me take that out while I see it. But yeah, I was thinking these again could be either incorporated in my slow stitch projects, or some of them might be suitable as well for my texture work. Just put that one to the side. Got another one of the sample fabrics. Again, a fabulous woven sample, and again lots of different colorways along the top. So that would be great. And another woven sample, all sorts of threads already on it. But yeah, lots of nice vibrant colors here, and some blues. So it'd be lovely to make something out of this in its whole form. Probably won't use these ones for my texture pieces. Another lovely, I don't know what that noise was, someone doing some works down below. I thought this one could be great for the texture pieces as well. Could be great for a little sea scene. And again, you can kind of use it to make undulating shapes, or indeed to wrap and make little bits that kind of might texture like that as well. So lots of possibilities. And then another fabric sample. It's got a bit of tape and a staple on it. I'll just take those out. I've actually got my little staple remover upstairs, so that makes it easy to take the staples out. But where I see them, I'll take them out as I go. And I'll actually use that tape just to pin down where I've got my little staples so they don't go astray. And so this one feels like a beautiful Angora or something, and it's got a lovely, it's very stretchy, got a good amount of stretch in it actually, so that will be great for wrapping things as well, or again just using in the base of pieces. So fun things to play with. And as I say, my texture projects make me look at materials in a whole new light. This one, which already has a sort of an inbuilt folding in it, pleating in it, I thought could be great again for texture pieces. It'd be fabulous for the bottom, the sort of underside of a mushroom, I think. So thoughts and plans there. Another lovely woven one in beautiful natural browns, but then with some more colourful samples up the top. And then another beautiful little wool sample. Almost reminds me of a sort of a landscape as it is, so I'd have to think of something to stitch into that. This one's got a staple and some tape on, so I might try and take that out. So I hope you're having a great day. I'm shortly going to be heading off to my reunion at school. I can't believe how many years it has been. It is amazing. You'll probably be seeing this video after I've been to the reunion, because I'll load it later on. And so some more beautiful knitted bits here. 3 different types of knits, but again can have fun incorporating those. Next up, a nice blue and white with a little sort of subtle woven in design, and this one's got a bit of stretch, so it could even be good for a little pouch or something where I need some elements of stretch. Here I've got I think it would be originally like what might be used in slacks or pants. There's 2 different, someone's doing some construction work at their house down below. And so this is from Turkey, this fabric. Oh, and this one, the stretch one, is from France. I haven't seen this. I kind of get to know the different brands that they get their samples from. But yeah, I haven't seen the French one before. And another sample as well. So you keep hearing my little box of buttons rattling. I'll get to those in a moment. And then this one is like a woven, but I thought particularly the back, it's almost got this really quite soft wovenness to it, and I thought again that could be great for landscapes and textures. And another interesting woven one. It does have some little flecks of gold in it, but yeah, could be really fun to play with. And some very big pieces of that. Yeah, for a sample it's a very decent size. And then another lovely little bit of knitting. This one's quite thick. Is it actually a sort of, I can't even quite tell if it's sort of double weight, but sometimes the backs are just as interesting as the front pieces, so not sure for that one, but yeah, just got a few different ones to play with. This one I thought could be good again for nature's textures, for mossy little branches or something like that. They sometimes just have other little things that people have donated in, like wrapping or cards or things like that. So I got this one. It's just a nice translucent sort of a ribbon. So I thought that could be handy. Made in Taiwan. Got these. Haven't quite thought what they could be used for, but thought they could make nice little maybe decorations or something. They're like little, I guess, Formica bench samples, I suppose. But maybe something as a little decoration or a little wrap. Could even use it for the current Roxy project to make some sort of little box. So possibilities. I sometimes pick these things up because I find they actually then, they're in my craft room, and then they provide inspiration, or they end up filling a critical gap when I need to do something. Now I've got a few of these because I thought they might be nice to start working on a little Christmas gift for the table. So they're a little sliding tin, but a really nice design. They clip into place, so maybe even like a little miniature sewing kit, or a little miniature, I don't know, needle book. They are quite fine, as in quite narrow, but I think they could be really lovely. So put those over there. I have a box of, I probably want to go up that way, I think. A box with a lovely sliding top. I thought it was quite a nice, interesting design in that it then has that little inset area there. And then I got a whole bunch of buttons, which we can have a look at. So there's a really sweet little covered button. It almost looks like a little face, a little vintage covered button, I think it is. So I don't know where that would have come from, possibly just from someone's donated supplies. Probably someone bought these from op shops because they don't sell things by the individual item. It's just, yeah, they price whatever size bag you have. So these are beautiful. I think these are actual leather covered buttons, and again they look quite old. So they'll be fabulous. Don't need to keep the bag. And then another mock leather covered. I think this is one of the, might be a do-it-yourself button. I'm not sure where it sort of clips in to cover it yourself. Seems to be everything's happening today. Normally we don't have much noise at all. It's very quiet. Nice green button. One of those lovely, I always think they remind me a bit of the moon. Oh, it's not a plane, it's a helicopter. Might be the rescue helicopter going overhead, maybe flying into the hospital in the city. Hopefully everyone's okay. Probably couldn't hear me then, but yeah, it looks like the rescue helicopter transiting towards the CBD. So yeah, some fun little buttons. I do like these ones. Are very nice. Little 4-hole ones. I looked at that one before. Just the plain white one. So yeah, just a little selection. They usually have the buttons just where you take a handful of them. Oh, this one's like a little maze design on it. So I'll put those back in there. I'll actually put my other smaller objects in as well. And then another tin, and I've got some more of those as well. I got some wadding. Because I had just a big box of that, so I just got a length of that because wadding is always useful. I usually have a look in the random sort of wools and threads, and this one was just like a black, just a black sort of thread, but I thought it could be good for little bags or things that you want to have a little tie on, and it could also be useful for my texture pieces. I got a number of different pieces of carpet samples, and I've actually already put 2 in the lounge room because we have some little sort of footrests that slide around, but they tend to scratch the floor if they get any any dust or anything under them. So I've put these down now so they can slide on them because they were the perfect size. So I've just kept one of them, but there's 2 already inside. But I just loved this one because it had the little little plaits or the little tassels on the bottom, but it's almost like the start of a texture piece. It's almost what you do with oh my goodness, punch needling. Just struggling to remember what it was called. I was going to call it needle felting. No, it's punch needling. These ones, and I actually went back to get a few more of these just for a gold coin donation, the lady said, because I'm going to be using them. I've just got an area behind the sink at my house where I've just got to just put something along the windowsill, and it turns out that this is, I looked it up online from the back of it, it's used for like gasket seals, I think, in heavy industry. So it's actually water resistant but also resistant to oils, even mild acids and things like that. So, and it's quite easy to cut, so I'll be able to just cut it to the size that I need it and then affix it. So yeah, I got a bunch of those, and I just like repurposing even in my non-crafting life. So yeah, some more of the tins, which will be very useful. So yeah, little Christmas table gifts is the idea for those. A little fascinator, but I thought, yeah, I can probably use some of the some of this in my texture pieces. This, I haven't worked out what I'm going to use it for, but it's like some some ropey netting, but I am wanting to do some texture pieces where, and I've already started working on some, where I kind of weave little circles and have a piece like stretched out onto a loop or a shape. And so I thought this could form the architecture for that. As you can see, my texture pieces are always sort of front of mind these days. Again, for my texture pieces, got some of this. I think I've had some of this in the past as well, but yeah, it'll be great for wrapping things and even just creating the sense of mosses or doing beachy scenes. So I think that will be very, very useful. And then there was a finer one as well. So I think actually I've had this one, but I'm not sure I've had this one before. And then got myself a whole bucket of brown shoelaces, but again, great for little cords for things like drawstring bags. But again, I thought I could use them in my texture pieces, either as something to wrap around, because I'm really enjoying doing quite a bit of textured wrapping, or to make up shapes. A couple more of the tins. And now that I have got over my phobia of working with zips, I've got a couple of zips here as well. Nice long ones, in case I wanted to make quite a large size bag of some sort. And yeah, one final shoelace. So yeah, I think that was my finds from today. So pretty restrained, but lots of fun things to be crafting with. So I'll just add a little video at the end of this, which is just Travis and I enjoying our walk. And Travis is now back. He has been visiting with his nana and nonna. Hey Travis. And he's just wanting to have a look what Mum's been up to. He also got a toy, but he's got a little bit chewed up in the time. He did come with me, but he wasn't really in the mood. Oh, there's his toy. He got a nice yellow plasticky thing, but he's already started to munch it. So I'll say bye for now, but stay on and watch if you'd like to see our little misty wander. A very misty morning at the Reverse Art Truck Park. Having a little walk with Travis first, and then hopefully we can go down and see the Reverse Art Truck, which I think should be open. I haven't been there for absolutely ages, so it will be fun to see what they've got in stock. I could hear the frogs before just croaking away, but I think they've stopped. We went down to the bakery this morning, and it was misty up on the hill where we are. And then when I got down into town, which is only a 5-minute drive, not the big city of Melbourne, but down into the town of Berwick, it was bright sunshine, blue skies, which is amazing. And then back into the mist and the fog. But I quite like it when it's misty. It's beautiful and cool. I've got my jacket on. Travis is having a lovely time. This is the track that they started I think they probably started it 2 years ago, like an elevated boardwalk, but they still haven't finished putting all the side pieces on. And last time I was here, all the grasses were growing up through the boardwalk, but it looks like they've been along and slashed. Come, Travis. Coming along, Trav. Good boy. So I hope you're having a lovely weekend. I'll probably add this on to the end of one of my videos. Not sure what today's video will be. I have lots and lots of ideas buzzing around my head. Keen to get going on my little house with English paper pieced bricks and clamshell roof for the Roxy Journal of Stitchery May prompt of a box. I've got another idea for a box as well, so I might have to start that. And then I've got some fun Suffolk puff yo-yo ideas. Annie and I have been feeding each other's inspiration, so we shall see. by now. This will probably be at the end of a video, so you will have seen what I get up to today, if I remember to add this to the end of the video. Not sure if you can see the birds in the tree, well, except Travis just decided that the birds can't stay in the tree. They're making quite a squawking. Travis, you don't normally chase away the birdies. Did they give you a fright? You didn't know they were there? There they are. Looks like they're tearing away at the trunk of the poor tree. There they are up that tree with the beautiful yellow on their feathers. One up there too. But they're really tearing away at the trees. Travis isn't quite sure what to make of them, I don't think. Travis, they're birdies. They're our friends. Still very misty here. We just got to the end of the boardwalk. And just making our way back, although the air's got a bit of smoke in it, I think, because someone's probably got their fireplace on. Definitely noisy, the birds. I'll have to look up what they are. I think I know their name, but I just can't think of what it is. How beautiful when they fly. Oh, Travis, you ready to get on your way? Do you think we should go to the reverse art truck? Do you want to do some shopping? Want to do some shopping today? Yeah.